Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kyle Henderson, BamaInsider.com. Saturday night, you got another commitment to the Alabama Crimson Tide class of 2020, this time from a very talented four-star junior college cornerback. Bone, what does it mean? I mean, this is a big pickup. We talked about it earlier, landing Ronald Williams. What does it mean right now for Alabama landing Ronald?
Well, it's a huge pickup for Alabama because he's a true cover corner, somebody that Alabama heavily coveted. Once they evaluated him this season, they were really wanting to add one more cornerback to this group, and Alabama extended Ronald Williams an offer in late October. He ended up coming into Tuscaloosa for an official visit, his first time ever at Alabama, in late November, and then Nick Saban went in home this past week. He was able to close the deal on, I believe it was Wednesday night, because he told me that he committed to Alabama on Wednesday. So, huge commitment because he was really at the top of their recruiting board in terms of defensive back targets. Even though he was offered late, they evaluated him during the season, and there were some other guys that were out there that Alabama was, trying to get on campus for officials, but he was really the top overall guy that they really wanted. I mean, great sized kid, 6'1.5", 185 pounds. He's going to have 2 years to play too, and he's going to enroll in January. So, big to get him on campus. To start out in January to go through spring practice and winter workouts and all that good stuff.
It's really impossible to tell if these guys are going to get early playing time or not, just being because we're so far out. But it seems in the past that anytime Nick has went after a junior college player, that more chances than not, they're going to get a chance to contribute early, especially with Trayvon Diggs leaving. You got Josh Jobs returning, Jalen Armour Davis. But do you think this is a guy who could potentially make an instant impact and see the field early in 2020?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And he's first team All-American in junior college. There's a position that's going to be open for him. And he told me this the other night. He said Nick Saban told him, we would not be recruiting you. We wouldn't recruit a junior college cornerback if we didn't need you. If we didn't need you to play right away. So there's definitely a strong belief, at least from the Alabama side, that he's going to come in and make an early impact. So we'll see. Just how well he develops and kind of adapts and learns the system, and see if he is able to come in and make a big impact.
Recruiting-wise, you have Carl Scott, you have Charles Kelly. Obviously, Nick Saban played a role in this commitment. Who are the coaches that helped land Ronald Williams along with head football coach Nick Saban?
Yeah, I definitely call out, Carl Scott, Alabama's cornerbacks coach. He's the one that's been recruiting him, throughout the entire process, and they developed such a really strong relationship with. And Coach Scott went and saw him 2 weeks ago, and then was back in home this past week with Coach Saban. So, definitely, big props to Coach Scott for recruiting and landing him.
You got Brian Branch. How do you feel about Alabama's secondary class from the 2020 class right now?
Yeah, very strong class. I mean, a lot of these guys are safeties. Probably the only two guys that were really recruited as cornerbacks were Ronald Williams and Jacquez Robinson. So, like I said, very important to get Ronald Williams on board tonight, and then to get two cornerbacks in the class. They've got some guys that I feel like can come in and make an early impact, and getting him on campus in January is certainly going to be a big plus for him.
All right, and the $1 million question, Bone, everybody wants to know this. How many more players can Alabama take in this class?
Well, just kind of wait and see how this plays out over the course of the next week. I mean, Alabama's probably looking to sign around 28 guys. Obviously, there's going to be some guys that may fall out of the class. We may see a guy get a blue shirt. There's going to be some different things. We'll see some movement, but it all depends on kind of what happens over the course of the next week. With a lot of these guys that are going to be announcing, like Jordan Birch, Phillip Webb, Jace McClellan making a final decision. Darnell Washington won't decide until the January the 2nd at the Under Armour game, but I got a feeling that they're going to really know most of the guys' decisions this week or early this upcoming week.
The news does not stop on BamaInsider.com. Now is a perfect time to head to BamaInsider.com. Take advantage of 25% off your subscription. Get $75 to Nike.com. Like, subscribe, and stay locked on to BamaInsider.com as Andrew Bone continues to bring you the full recruiting spectrum of Alabama as we head into the early National Signing Day period. Kyle Henderson, Andrew Bone. We'll catch you soon all the time. BamaInsider.com.